Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Vanguard as well as Sledgehammer Games, and specifically how Sledgehammer Games has fallen off. If you simply go back to the old games that were made by this studio, you'll see that what we have here in Call of Duty Vanguard is not exactly up to snuff, especially when you compare it to the previous World War II title that Sledgehammer had released, which was, of course, Call of Duty World War II. So recently we've been playing a little bit of Champions Hill, just for fun, just for something to do with the seasonal prestige system, which is so stupid. I mean, we're all third prestige pretty much already, therefore leveling up matters not. It just really doesn't whatsoever. So while we're waiting for Season 1, we're not really grinding camos or grinding attachments or anything like that. We've been messing around in Search and Destroy as well as in Champions Hill. And during the buy rounds, and especially at the very beginning of Champions Hill, I was reminded of Call of Duty World War II and how much I love that game, because looking around here, look at all the other players. Look at how this would perfectly fit as a social space within Vanguard, but for some reason, we don't have that. Back in Call of Duty World War II, they did have a social space. It was the headquarters, and it was incredible. This is where you could interact with so many things in the game, in this social space, with all these other players. It was incredible. I think you could have like 48 players in the headquarters at one time. There were supposed to be these scripted events where there would be these air raid attacks on the headquarters, and you would all work together to destroy the aircraft with your anti-air weapons, and you would earn armory credits. And armory credits, my goodness, what happened here, man? Like, how has COD gotten so bad that I am honestly, not even joking, missing supply drops at this point? I actually do. I miss supply drops. And you're going to say, Nero, you're going crazy. Nero, what's going on here? Seriously, I miss supply drops. I miss the old system, especially back in Call of Duty World War II. So what we have in Vanguard, and even going to games like Black Ops Cold War and even Modern Warfare 2019, is we have the Battle Pass, which is fine. I actually like the Battle Pass system quite a bit. But on top of that, we have nothing. We have nothing really whatsoever. We have the shop, which is packed to the brim with all sorts of amazing stuff that all costs anywhere from $20 to $40, maybe even $50, right? And there's no way to earn it. There's no way to do anything. You just have to spend your real life money to express yourself in game. The stuff you can actually earn in game is usually very lackluster. For example, Dark Matter in Black Ops Cold War didn't even work on half of the weapons. That was really annoying. That was very frustrating. The Battle Pass, while I like the Battle Pass system, typically, the Battle Pass doesn't offer that many amazing rewards, right? And what rewards it does offer are the same rewards that everyone else in the game has, right? Because it's a Battle Pass and everyone earns it, right? So your options to express yourself in-game are usually very limited. The stuff you get in the shop is absolutely incredible, but you can't earn any of that stuff for playing the game. You have to actually spend more money on top of the 60 or 70 or however many dollars you spent on your Call of Duty purchase. That is obscene. Whereas you go back to Call of Duty World War II here, look at this, man. I had like 100,000 armory credits saved up, right? And this was from playing the game. You can get armory credits from opening supply drops and getting duplicates and stuff like that within supply drops, or you can do daily contracts and daily missions. Like every day I wanted to log in because I had to every 4 hours, man, like clockwork. I was logging in to this game if I was home and going and getting my Master Prestige rewards from the mailbox. I would go talk to Major Howard, and over at Major Howard, I would grab my daily contracts, as well as I was sure to do my weekly contracts for supply drops, as well as armory credits and double XP and things like that. And then once I have a bunch of armory credits, I go talk to the Thick Master over here, and she has all these collections, and all the collections here are available from all the different events that had happened. We had a Halloween event, we had Winter Siege, we had Operation Shamrock and Awe, we had all sorts of different events, right? And in those events, we had real weapons, we had amazing weapon variants, we had awesome face paints and skins for our operators. So I guess they were just soldiers back then, but yeah, we had so much cool stuff. Like you guys will be seeing here, as I go through and spend all my armory credits, you'll be seeing how amazing this stuff is. And you got it for playing the game. Just simply playing the game and grinding the game, you were rewarded with some badass weapon variants. You could buy every DLC weapon in the game. Like, we talk now how it's like so amazing how we can get the new DLC weapons for free on the Battle Pass. Typically, they're on tiers 15 and 31 of each season's Battle Pass. While it is good, I mean, back during Call of Duty World War II, if you just simply played the game, you had enough armory credits to buy the weapons outright as soon as they were released. And if you didn't have all the armory credits, every day you could go and talk to the Thick Master once again and talk to her, and she would have a random DLC weapon that would be available available for like 3,000 or 4,000 armory credits, which is basically nothing. And on top of that, you had random DLC weapons that would be available over at Major Howard as well. So it was very easy to just simply play the game and unlock every DLC weapon. And on top of that, you could unlock some amazing weapon variants, amazing skins for your soldier, calling cards, emblems, all sorts of great stuff, which nowadays is simply thrown in the shop for like 20 bucks, 30 bucks, something like that. But back then, you could just earn it for playing the game. You were rewarded for playing the game. And the better you were at the game, the faster you earned stuff. And nowadays, what do we have? I mean, what do we honestly have nowadays? Look at Call of Duty Vanguard. I mean, I hate to be so negative about the game, but this game seems like a step backwards in almost every way. I mean, you get that really cool skin for getting level 20 on all of your operators, but that's bugged, and all you have to do is get level 20 on 3 operators within the same tier, and then you get it, so that's fun. For people like me that actually went and earned everything, everyone else can run the exact same thing, even though they didn't earn it. That's awesome. And on top of that, there's like gold camo, diamond camo, that's pretty standard. There's the atomic camo, but that's literally unearnable because most of the challenges in this game are bugged and therefore don't work, so that's interesting. Outside of that, we have the shop, which only has the Call of Duty endowment, which is a good thing. I like the Call of Duty endowment, but aside from that, the shop hasn't been updated, but I'm sure that's going to change on Season 1. You know, as soon as Season 1 comes around, I'm sure we are going to get flooded with amazing, awesome, iconic stuff in the shop. And we're going to have the Battle Pass, which is fun, but again, the Battle Pass is all that we have. We basically gave up all of this, right? Everything that we had back during Call of Duty World War II and games like Modern Warfare Remastered, which was honestly a new golden age of COD for me. Like, the original golden age was way back when, you know, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, and stuff like that. And I thought we had a bit of a renaissance period during Modern Warfare Remastered, Call of Duty World War 2, and Black Ops 4. I genuinely think that those 3 games were incredible, and the stuff you could earn in those games was incredible. That was so much fun, because in all 3 of those games, the more you played the game, the more stuff you got. And that was an amazing feeling. Whereas nowadays, game like Black Ops Cold War, I got Dark Matter, you know, by December or whenever it was. I have to go back and look at my Dark Matter guide to find the exact dates, but I think it was like December, January maybe, I got Dark Matter. And then after I earned that, I realized it didn't work on half the weapons in the game, and there was nothing else to work for. I mean, there were the battle passes each season, but I didn't really care because that's all just the same stuff that everyone else gets to unlock or can just straight outright buy, right? The battle pass, you don't even earn stuff on the battle pass really, because you have to buy the battle pass initially and then play through the entirety of it to actually unlock all the things that everyone else is already unlocking or has already purchased. So that's not a great feeling really whatsoever. And I look back at Call of Duty World War II here, and it's like, man, I have a lot of cool stuff in this game, and I earned all of it. And I could separate myself from the other players with these amazing skins, amazing weapon variants, amazing weapons themselves, because I played the game, because I was good at the game, because I was, you know, someone who's invested in the franchise and invested in playing. And when they got rid of supply drops, we were all happy. And for a number of reasons. I mean, supply drops, I think, were actually done well, believe it or not, in Call of Duty World War II. But if we go back to games like Black Ops 3, they were not done well. I mean, a new DLC weapon would release, they would throw it in the supply drop loophole, and you just had to get lucky or spend an absurd amount of money and then also get lucky to unlock the new DLC weapons. That was a horrible system, but by the time we got the Call of Duty World War II, or maybe even Infinite Warfare, supply drops were a lot better than what we have right now, because if you think about it, what we have right now is a battle pass, which once again, we all get the same stuff, and you have to pay for it. We get free DLC weapons, that's nice, and I suppose if you really think about it, the whole reason why we get free DLC map updates and stuff like that is because they got rid of the old school season passes, and they decided to make it so, you know, the battle pass pays for all that, essentially, which I guess it's nice that we do get free DLC maps, but at the same time, we're getting way less when it comes to DLC maps now that we're not paying for them as compared to when we did pay for them, if you really think about it. I think to this day, like, we got, what, 7 original DLC maps throughout the entirety of Black Ops Cold War? That's obscene. We used to get, like, 15, 16 back when we were actually paying for DLC maps. And I'm not saying that I want the Season Pass to come back. I don't. I think it is absurd to think that we should pay for DLC maps again. But what I am saying is that this system here, when it came to like unlocking cosmetic content and even game-changing content in terms of actual weapons, because everyone could just earn the weapons outright the same way they can earn them on the Battle Pass, I thought the system was a lot better. It actually rewarded players and gave players a reason to sign in. I'll be straight up honest with you guys. I don't want to sign into Vanguard. There's no reason for me to. If it weren't for my streams, I wouldn't even play the game right now, because I hit 3rd Prestige, I got max level on a lot of weapons, not all of them by any stretch of the imagination, but on a good amount of weapons. And there are so many bugs and problems with the game, and Sledgehammer Games is radio silent. In fact, you guys know what they have said since they've come back from their vacation? All they've said is, hey guys, look, hardcore ship hoss, haha, have fun. It's like, dude, how about you, like, fix things? You go to their Trello board, and some of their known issues include spawn issues on shipments, spawn issues on dome. That's it, pretty much. I mean, there's really nothing here. Game crashes when some of Daniel's alternate skins are equipped. That is a thing, and they're aware of it. Doesn't mean they fixed it. You know, there's so many problems with the game. Sledgehammer is being radio silent. Season 1 is set to begin in 6 days, which means none of the levels we get right now for our characters or anything actually even matters until Season 1. And who knows even if they're going to update the game by Season 1 to make it playable, you know, without the ride show glitches and without the STG variants just ruining everything, and without all the other problems and combat records not working and challenges not working, and just like nothing works in this game. It's been a month and Sledgehammer has said nothing. And you look back at Call of Duty World War II and you're like, holy shit. Sledgehammer Games, you fell off. What happened? Like, holy hell, what happened, man? Like, I get the pandemic, but dude, literally everyone else in the world's working from home, or they're back at their normal work. You know, the very first thing they said when they released the game was Call of Duty Vanguard was made by thousands of people at home during a global pandemic. It's almost as if, like, right away they were like, you know what? Let's get the excuses out right away. There's no excuse for this, man. There's no excuse for the game being in the state that it is. I mean, World at War came out in a more complete state back in 2008, where you guys had like 1/15 the budget with like 1/20th of the staff. You know, there's no excuse for this. Stop pretending there is. Fix your game. Add cool shit back from Call of Duty World War II. Go back to doing what made your older games so great. That's what people want right now. We all spent money on this game. Right? And a lot of others are going to continue to spend money on the game when the shop comes through. And that's going to line your pockets real nice. But how about actually fixing the core game? And actually making it so the core game rewards people for playing, and make it so people are actually excited to sign in. As compared to me, whose literal job it is to play this game and to cover this game, and loves the Call of Duty franchise more than anything, pretty much. I've been doing this for half my life. I've been on YouTube covering these videos. And I don't even want to sign in. Because there's nothing for me to do. Nothing matters with the seasonal prestige system. It's stupid. How do you fix what isn't broken and then don't fix what is broken? It doesn't make... Alright, I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to stop there because if not, it's going to turn into a super long rant, and I don't want to go on the rant right now. I'm just going to wrap up here by saying Call of Duty World War II was incredible. It really was. We should praise Sledgehammer for what an amazing game that was. Because it was. It was actually really good. The division system was not good at launch, and people like Michael Condrey were defending how busted the bar was, and they were talking about how Dom 50 was better, but, you know, partway through the game's life cycle, they finally decided, you know what, we're going to listen to the community. We're finally going to make some changes. And they did, and the game was freaking amazing as a result. And we need that Sledgehammer Games back. I don't know what happened to them between, 2018 and 2021. Apparently a lot, if you if you read the news. But yeah, I'm hoping they go back to what used to make their older games so great. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, consider leaving a like. Be sure to subscribe if you guys are new around here, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.